Ricky Stingpiece, with his piercing purple eyes, flowing green hair and creaky perineum, Richard Fromage Henry Hoover Stingpiece cut a memorable, if unsettling, figure in 1950s Chicago. One of the oldest figures on the nascent rock and roll scene, Stingpiece originally hailed from his mother's vagina, which, at the time of his birth on Pancake Day 1887, was in Log Flume, Kentucky. Unusually for a bluesman, his family was obscenely wealthy. His father was the president of an investment bank. His mother owned an oil company. His sister was the head of the Catholic Church. And his dog was a best-selling author. His family was deeply ashamed of the non-achieving shitwit, and they kept him in a cupboard for 30 years. He escaped this by feigning death, leading his family to put him out with the bins. When he recounted this episode in his autobiography, cynically entitled The Elvis Presley Story, he admitted that the hardest part was the decomposition. He then drifted to the coast, as the council used to dump all the rubbish in the river. There, he was befriended by a seagull named Bugsy, who taught him how to sing. The next few years of the Stingpiece story are hazy. Some say he was in prison. Some say he was on the run. Some say he died and was reborn on the third day, in accordance with the scriptures. Others, however, say he was a boring fucker who didn't do anything worth mentioning for 30 years. Lazy bastard. Ricky stole his first instrument, a snoozophone, when he was just 62. He would practice this quietly to himself at the back of his local church in Fester, Illinois, until he perfected his uniquely unbearable sound. In 1950, he was launched on his recording career when an angry mob from the church shoved him off a cliff. By diabolical providence, he crashed through the roof of the unpalatable record studio where Archie-Syphilis and the Nazis were recording Shove It Up Your Flue. His fall, and his ball, the left one, was broken by bassist Egbert Jaunty hysterectomy. Not wishing to disturb the session, Stingpiece finished the song on his now irreparable snoozophone, even after the Nazis had left to rush their dying bandmates to the nearest hospital. What a trooper. What a stormtrooper. What a cunt. Shove It Up Your Flue vanished into overnight obscurity, and Stingpiece followed it with a string of similarly unsuccessful wastes of everybody's time, including Peering at Schoolboys, Do the Locust, and Felchin for Jesus. These recordings, produced by the legendary Angus Twiddler, cemented Stingpiece's reputation as that talentless twat who keeps turning up at everyone else's shows and ruining everything. Fucking cunt. Stingpiece died of indifference in 1962. He was universally regarded as a bit of a dick. Opinion only varied on which bit he was.